Hello, it's been a minute. I thought I'd give you guys an update considering it's been a while. What I've been up to, what's been on my mind. So, got a photography job. That's been doing pretty well. Doesn't pay as much. That kind of sucks. Wish it would. Kind of sucks being broke all the time. I thought maybe I would be happier if I did something I like to do, even if it didn't pay as much. But now, as ever, the contradicting human being that I am, I also like to have a little bit of money at the end of the month. I hate being broke. I hate being poor all the time. Even if I'm doing a job that I like, it still doesn't feel great to be broke all the time. When I worked at the warehouse, as much as all that did suck, it paid well enough for me to kind of like do things that I wanted to do. I wish I could find a job that paid well and also what I like to do. That'd be great. But that's pretty much what's been bothering me for a while. Just being broke, living basically paycheck to paycheck, paying bills, paying tolls sometimes. I got a ticket. That's my fault, but I got a ticket, and so I got to pay that off too. Christmas is last month. Valentine's is next month. I got a girlfriend. That's super awesome. That's super great. I like that a lot. Um, it's one of the few times where I get to kind of just like, as much as things kind of feel bummy sometimes whenever I hang out with her, it's always a great time. You know, Again, work isn't bad. It's just doesn't pay as much as I would like. I do wish I could see my friends a bit more. Um, but being broke and all, I not really have an incentive to go out. Uh, I have a few friends that went to Japan. They've been in Japan for 2 weeks, and I keep seeing stuff that they post, and I'm like, man, I wish I could do that. Maybe one day. It'd be nice to really head out there, or even go anywhere. I think visiting, going places is really neat. Um, you know, but I don't know. Maybe I've been thinking too much about stuff. I think I don't know. Maybe about job stuff. Sometimes I think it'd be nice to just take a break from all that financing thing for a day and kind of just mellow out. Um, but it's not on my mind all the time. It just bums me out occasionally because, yeah, I wish I had enough money to go out with my friends. I wish some of my friends were still here. I wish I had money to take my girlfriend out on a date or like, just do anything. Because life has been pretty okay, not bad. I mean, it has its downs and stuff, but it just hasn't been like eventful. You know, Maybe I'm too busy thinking about times in my life where I was like, yeah, I was like doing something like every weekend or every week, and now it's just not happening anymore. I don't know. These are kind of like, I like to think these are like grace periods in life where, you spend a portion of the year hanging out with your friends, and then the next portion of the year kind of just doing your own thing. So, but I'm looking forward to the start of the year, or later on in the year, I suppose. During March, I get to see my little brother again. He's coming back from deployment. I'm going on a family trip with my girlfriend's family. I think that should be nice. In May, it's my girlfriend's birthday, and my friend Cody, she's moving back. So it'd be nice to hang out with her again. And then Darius, another friend of mine who got stationed in the UK, is coming to visit for his birthday in June. So we'll have everybody for the first time in over a year and some change. Cody, Darius, Eric, and I, the core four, hanging out again. And I'm really looking forward to that. I've recently been given the opportunity to go back to school. My dad retired and got 100% in the VA. So that opens a chance for me to go back to school. And I've considered it, but I've kind of knocked it out of the park for a while, considering it's something I had to pay for out of pocket. But now it's like, well, what do I do? What have I always wanted to do? I always wanted to be in entertainment. I wanted to be a cinematographer, and I was like, well, I don't really like Hollywood, so maybe not. But I like storytelling. I thought broadcasting and sound engineering sounded nice, but I went to the school just now, and they told me they didn't have classes or courses that taught that. So, I don't know. I still think broadcasting and storytelling and entertainment sounds wonderful to work in. But maybe it's time to grow up. I don't know. I could just go and get a real job and do things that might put food on the table and pay the bills, but I still think I could do both. I could work a job that I like and pay the bills. But in due time, I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll check up on this again um, in a few months or weeks, depending on how I'm feeling or if I have free time. But as of now, the plan is finish up this season for the photography. Hopefully, work a full time job in the meantime until school is able to start back up for the next semester. Hopefully, find something to go to school in. Figure all that stuff out. Work the photography job while I do school. Hang out with my friends. Hopefully, have enough money to go out and do things. And who knows? Maybe next year I'll be able to visit Japan or go to Italy or go wherever I want. Or maybe this year I can. We'll see. It'll be a nice year, I hope. Better than last year. You know, last year was confusing. It has ups and downs. But I think that's just life, right? To have its ups and downs and, you know, be confusing and you gotta find your way through it. So, cheers to 26. I turned 23 in a few weeks. Maybe I'll update you guys then. Right now I'm 22. I've seen better days. I've seen worse days. But hopefully there's better days on the horizon. So until then, Godspeed, I guess.